Okay, so let's take a look at the 3D storm sewer application. So I've gone back to my drainage base map, and in my models I've created a new 3D model. And I'm just going to use this for visualization purposes only, so it doesn't matter that it's in the same base map. And in that model I've referenced the design model information. So you can see I've got referenced in the proposed drainage information, and I also referenced in my proposed roadway information. So from the ODOT pull-down menu, under Drainage Apps Proposed, we'll pick the 3D Storm Sewers application. And this one has three modes, and we're just going to use only the proposed storm sewers. But if I had the existing information referenced in, I could also also visualize that in 3D. And there's also an option for utility lines using a depth of cover and a 10 model to draw those as just a 3D line string. That option doesn't draw them with any volume, so it doesn't draw the pipe size, it just draws a 3D line string. But the proposed and existing storm sewers will draw the pipe dimensions also. So this uses a selection set, and that's why I've referenced in my information from my 2D plan view. And what I'm going to do is just select this, all these graphics in the area that I've been working in, and go ahead and tell it to do the draw 3D function. And first it goes through and finds all the cells and extracts the elevations from the ad hocs and draws the cells in. And then it comes back through and draws in the pipes, and that actually uses a little MicroStation 3D command to do that. So now that I've processed that, I can rotate my view, and you can see I've got the proposed information up above that 2D information. And as I zoom in on that, you can see the structures and the pipes connecting between them. And this is just a wireframe mode by default. So I'm going to change my display, and I like to use the illustration mode to look at this stuff. So you can see there in illustration mode, it's just a nice, easy way to view it and visualize what's happening. So at this point, this isn't really very useful for anything other than just looking at your drainage information, making sure everything connects the way you want, making sure that there are no conflicts, nothing running into each other that shouldn't be running into each other. And again, when you've got the existing stuff and the utilities in there too, that's really very useful to look for conflicts. I want to point out this pipe over here that we put the bend information on. You can see that that's visualized with its bend information as well. Head walls come in. It doesn't cut a hole out there for the pipe, but if you wanted to get into some 3D commands, you could actually cut that out yourself. So in the future, I think this will be useful for some 3D visualization. And there's some other uses for it down the road too, with some of the things that are currently being developed by Bentley. So that's the 3D storm sewer application, and the next thing I want to look at is some pay item information.